Okay. Now it's StreamYard. So now you can hear me and see me, I'll betcha. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. So we should be perfect. Thank you, Deb. Hey guys. Okay, this has been quite an ordeal trying to get on tonight, and sadly, I have not been able to get my other camera to work. I'm going to try it again, but I want to say hi to everybody first. Hi from Oklahoma City, Carla. Good to see you. Good to see you. And I got lots of people in here, I'm sure. Oh, Joyce from Fairfield, California. Hi, so glad you're here. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. We've been working on this for a good 45 minutes, and things are just not working real well. I apologize. I'm frustrated with it, but we're going to do the best we can. And Carol's here from Delaware. Linda, my friend, is here from New York. Yeah, Ken put in there Kathy's fighting with technology. No kidding. And he will tell you, usually I threaten to throw computers out the window, but tonight I kept my cool pretty well, didn't I, Ken? Yeah, he said, yeah, but you had a coach. And that's true. Stacy is on a plane. She was doing everything she could to help me. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad you're here. Kathy is meeting us here from Livonia, New York, and Jean is here from Mount Vernon, Washington. My friend Ronnie is here from northeastern Arizona. Oh my goodness, this is so awesome to have all my friends here. And Mallory from Durand, Illinois. And good morning, Rita. So good to see you. Your weather should be warming up a little bit. Ours is cooling right off. Carol's here from Delaware. Hi, Pam from Maine. She's not from the coast. And Donna, oh, I know it took you forever to find it. It took us forever to get on here. So we should be good now as far as seeing me and hearing me. Okay. Jan, your chat is going over the slow wire link. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Okay. Yeah, StreamYard can be a little difficult at times, Debbie. You're absolutely right. Love the haircut. Actually, it's just tucked behind my ear, but thank you. Oh, yeah, Kathy, it's short now as opposed to when it was really, really long. That was my COVID haircut. I just never could get it cut. Hi, Becky. Oh, thank you. My friend Deb says very happy to see me and Ken, and I am thrilled to be here. I've got some fun things planned for tonight. Jackie Wilkie is here from Alberta, and Linda from Brisbane. Good morning. You're going to a craft show. I hope you have fun. Don't spend too much money. There's my Michigander buddy, Linda Lombardo. Good to see you. And Allison is here too. Okay. I'm going to try this one more time to switch my camera over. And if this doesn't work, guys, I'm going to cry. You're going to see me cry. How do you like that? Oh my goodness. It's just not going to work. Why? Why? Hi, Silver Fox Dolphin. There we go. Now you can at least hear me. Silver Fox Dolphin, so good to see you. Joey, you made it in. Okay. Ken said we froze up. There we go. Okay. All right. So, what I'm going to do here, guys, I am going to take the video camera that I work with off of here because for some reason it's not working. And I don't know if it's StreamYard. It's StreamYard keeps telling me I have no camera. Yeah, you can see me on my computer camera. You're absolutely right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try. Okay, here we go. I just hope I don't drop it and break it. Okay, there we go. I think this is going to work, guys. I don't have any ability to zoom in or anything, unfortunately, but let me see. We're going to do the best we can here, okay? Please bear with me. Okay, right there. Let's go there, okay? Ken, how does that look? Ken says it's Beautymus. And if Ken says it's Beautymus, doggone it, I'll bet it is. Okay, here's some things I printed out or I drew out before. We are going to start tonight with Spinning Wheel 32, and it's kind of a funky looking thing here. And I figured out two different things we can do with it. Because it's getting late, and the next thing that I have for you, I really, really want to be able to do. We're just going to use this template as it's intended to be used. It's an 11.5-inch design, and I get this out right here. Here is number 32, right there. So you kind of get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. But I was surprised at how beautiful this thing really stitched out. Okay. Now, we've had templates like this before that we've come up and crossed over and then come back down. We don't do that with this template. Okay. What we're going to do, and I need this here, we are going to start at one side and at another. I've got 16 rotations, but we're only going to use 8. You know me and my 16 rotations. It's just the way I am. Now, this one, we're going to start on the left. Just keep me posted, Ken, whether I'm. And you'll notice a different machine tonight. Okay. This is my brand new Designer Epic 2. Linda caught that, huh? Yeah, I actually had a class yesterday and we were talking about it. And somebody asked me, "How do you like your new machine?" And I said, "Well, if I could, I'd marry it." That's how much I really like it. But it takes some getting used to new machines and things like that. So hopefully, we won't have any machine problems too. Okay, you guys got a good view there? All right. We're going to take that one stitch in place. We're going to come around. Now, this is a really kind of a surprise how this turns out. And I'm still working on settings on this machine. So it may not be perfect, but this is practice. Whoops. See what I did? I got off of there again. I'm discombobbled because things didn't go right. I want so much to be able to present things to you guys easily and the right way. And I do apologize for tonight. I don't understand what the problem is. Hopefully, I'll be able to fix it before tomorrow morning. Okay, so what I did started here, went down and around, came off the template a couple times. I know you'll forgive me for that. And ended on the right hand side. So I went from the left to the right, and I'm going to look for my little scissors here so I can cut that thread off because y'all know I don't like thread tails. All right, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to twist the template. And we went to we went from 1 to 3. Okay, so here we go. Down and around we're going to go. And around. Now we're going to take this. I know that I'm stitching quickly for me, but until I get used to it. Here we go. And to the right side and stop with our needle down. And one more time. You see how easy this is? It really flows nicely. And here we go. And here we go round. And now this one, you're going to have to be somewhat careful coming around this corner because you could easily fall off of that. Okay. And isn't this beautiful? Let me see if you guys can see that. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be our next round. This is a beautiful inside curve. You don't have to worry about any points on here. Everything is just nice and gentle curves. And you can see that I've got staple tape here as well as up here and down here because when I'm coming through the bottom, I like having my hands to stabilize this, or it can move around on you if you're not holding it down well. Or you do one more. I guess you know what? We're going to have time. We're going to have time to do the second design that I don't know if I came up with, but I did it. So it's going to be kind of weird, of course. Okay, so what I'm going to do I'm going to start the second half of this block, and I'm going to do it in the other way that I did it on the paper. And what I did was I actually came back up here on the top, met up with the last one. Then I came, oops, I came back this way. And then I turned the template. So on this one, I'm using 16 reference lines. So here we go, coming around the bottom. I'm coming down. Again, this is still a really rather um, gentle curves and everything. We're not doing a lot of real sharp turns on here other than getting around this top here. And this is, I guess I would say this is about the only place you would probably drop off. Now I'm coming back and I'm going to stop right there, right in the center. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to do another complete rotation. On we go. Up we're going to come again, watching that little bump here. We don't want to go flying off of it. And come up to the top and stop when we meet. We're going to do this a few more times. And then this would be a great design to template. And we are going to do some template tonight. Around we're going to go. And here we go. And up on the top, and again, stopping right there. This is more involved. The definitely is more involved. But I think it's just as pretty as the template used as it's designed to be used. Okay. Oh, I came off again. I got distracted. And we'll do this maybe one or two more times, and then we're going to show all of this to you. Okay. Round we go. Like Bob Barker on The Price is Right. Round and round we go. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to meet this one up. And there we go. Okay, pull that up, pull that up. All right. Now, this is the way it's supposed to look, minus my boo-boos. Okay. This is the one, I've got to get this thread out of here, guys. This is the one that I did that wasn't anywhere. I just played with it and found out what we could do. I'm just going to try and see some of your on the new baby. Molly says, or Mallory. Yes, I am on the new baby. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. It really is. It's really exciting for me. I'm just learning it, so I'm hoping do great things. Oh, Jan, we finally got you. Good. Oh, thank you, Linda. No worries, things happen. Today I think I'm just discombobulated because I had so much trouble getting on. I was so worried about it. Nancy Cook. Okay, we'll see you later. Thank you for coming in. And um oh, Ina's here. Hi, welcome. So good to see you. Okay, so again, 11 and a half inches on the pin. This is the way it's intended to be done. This is the other one that I found definitely busier, but you know what? I do like it just as much. I really do. I think it's kind of cool. It actually reminds me of bowling pins. Mhm. Oh, hi, Quilted Lady Teacher. It's so good to see you. You're in Mountain View, Missouri. So happy to have you here. Welcome. Okay, now the fun one. I know this one was fun too. It really was. But I just have some things planned for us for this one. Okay. Now, this one is done very differently. Okay, I got new fabric too for us. Okay, this is Spinning Circle number 31. And this is what it looks like. And where did my paper go? There it is. This is what it looks like when you draw it out. There's no way of turning this light completely off, guys. I apologize for that. I've been trying to find a way, but it just doesn't. It goes. This is as low as I can get it. Um, and I won't be using this machine all the time. It just happens to be out right now. Okay, so you can see it's busy. There's a lot going on here. Let's do it this way. There you go. A lot going on here. So what I did was I thought, Lee really likes it when I do template. So I thought, well, I set it up so that we can do template with this one. Now, when we do this one, what we have to do is start here, come all the way around, and here. Then we're going to turn it. There is a lot of turning in this one, okay? And we do use 16 reference lines on it. So I've got it on the pin. It's an 11.5-inch design. We're not going to be sewing along this edge. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the foot down. I'm sorry, I'm in your way. Needle down, needle up, foot up. Other button. And now I want it down and the needle back down. Okay, there we go. And we're going to come, if there is no A or B on here, so I kind of in my mind dubbed this A and this B. So we're going to go from one side to the other, or my A to B. And all the way around. Again, I think this is a good beginning template. I really do. It's not got any sharp curves. Whoops, it's just nice and gentle. I think our camera problems shook me up more than I thought. I'm getting off the template a lot more than normal. Oh gosh, I apologize, guys. I really do. I'm sorry that things were so crazy. Okay, now this is the important thing I want you to see. How far we have to turn this. Okay, we are skipping 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. We're going from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to number 6. Hey, Linda, you know what this is? This is called uncorked. It's made to look like cork, but it isn't. I just love this fabric. I really do. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stitch another rotation. Oops. Okay, got to turn myself around here. I want you guys to be able to see what's going on. Yeah, Linda's a purse maker. She makes purses. I have a friend who is been making purses and she is just a star. She really is, just like you, Linda. Okay, remember we're going to skip 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 4 lines and end up on the 5th line, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, here we go. So what happens with these type of templates? We are going around and around and around and around. Would this be a good template for a big project? Um, yeah, I don't see why not. You just need to remember that you cannot turn the project. You're just turning the template and you'll be fine. You guys are all advanced enough that you know how to do all this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lining up. Okay. We're kind of back to the beginning. It really isn't the beginning, but it kind of is. Now, what I'm doing is as I go around, I'm going to do one rotation to, to my right, your left of the previous rotation. So we're going to fill all these lines in by going around 4 more times. Uncorked. Okay, yeah, uncorked. Linda, try. Why don't you go ahead and get a hold of me because I certainly can help you with that. Okay. Girls at my shop absolutely loved this fabric. Okay, around we go. Okay. Trying to sew a little quicker tonight because I want to get to the other part of this. And around we're going to go again. Kind of sitting off to the side here. So please excuse me. You all know I don't normally sew quite this fast, but it's working. So I'll take it. Okay. How we go doing as far as uncorked here? Okay. All right. Just looking at comments there for a second. And round again. When I was doing this earlier, I was kind of wondering to myself, oh, I didn't feel like I was ever going to come to the end. But we're on the third round already, so we're doing really well. This is our third time around. Okay. It doesn't take very long to figure out. This is so easy, guys. It is so easy. And once you do it the first time, draw it out the first time always, because that's what we like to do. And we do that so that we know when we get on our fabric what our path is going to be. Because if it's familiar to you when you get on your quilt, it won't be quite as intimidating and it will be easier to stitch out if you've already drawn it. So I really am a proponent of drawing out the designs when you get a new template. If you come up with something different, like I did on the last one, I'll keep that piece of paper so that I remember what I did when I did something that wasn't in the directions per se. And most of the circles on Quilt Spinning Wheel, the directions are pretty much generic for all of them because they all work in the same manner, but they don't have all the individual designs on the front or the inside, but they do have them on the back cover. So you do at least have that basic instruction which follows these these spinning wheels. And on the back, you can see what it is you're going to be stitching out. Okay. And around we go again. I don't know. I think I was getting dizzy this afternoon when I was doing this. Because I wanted to make sure I had it just right. And around again. We're almost to the end of this one, guys. Doesn't feel like it took quite as long tonight as it took me when I was drawing it out the first time. Ken's kind of wondering if this is ever going to come together, I think. Okay. And this will be, oh, I didn't come far enough. There we go. This will be, I think, our last round. Filling everything in. There's a lot going on in this design. Remember to not hold your templates with a death grip. You just really want to lay your hands on them to keep them in the space that they're supposed to be. It's much easier to move the fabric if you don't push down real hard on it. I think that was the one thing that I had the most trouble with when I first started templates. I was scared of them. So because of that, I was holding on to them really, really tight. And that's not what we need to do. We need to kind of just be gentle with them, be gentle on ourselves too, more than anything. I think the other thing with ruler work is to make sure that when you're stitching out, you're at least cognizant of your posture. I have a friend and myself too. I do the same thing. We have a tendency to hunch over our machines and then you end up with a sore neck. You don't want to do that. This is fun. You don't want to, suffer after you've had fun. There's enough activities in life that we suffer to have fun at, right, girls? Okay, now let's look. Yeah, we got them all done. So we'll lift everything up here. I'm going to go ahead and just clip that thread off. And here it is. This is the finished. Hi, Betty. Good to see you. We're working on uncorked fabric tonight. Oh, you're from Chicago, not too far from us. Oh, Oregon. I thought it said Chicago. Betty, I'm looking through a different camera, a different situation tonight. Okay, so here it is. This is it, guys. And I love all of the different opportunities that this gives us. And we're going to take a look at a couple of them. Hang on, I'm going to just grab some tools here. What I want is in here. There it is. Got that. And oh, the seam ripper. Yes, we need the seam ripper. Where's my cool one? There it is. This is the cool seam ripper that Ken bought me. He knows how to buy gifts for me. Okay. My dog is looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, leave the thread alone, honey. You don't want to eat that. Yeah. Okay. So let me see if I can pull this over a little bit. Hi, Joyce. Good question. And I do not do that always when I template. The reason I did that was to test to make sure that the foot height worked on this machine and everything else. Because it is the first time I've used this machine for free motion ruler work, huh? With the ruler foot was today. I was a little nervous. It's like the day can't get any less convenient for me. Okay, so let's talk Templey a little bit. You guys can see, got a good view, Ken? Good view? He says as good as it's going to get. Okay, so first thing I want to do is that cute or what? The whole thing like that? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this a little to the right too. Okay, so Ken got me this really cool seam ripper, and he had cat claw engraved in it. I guess that's just what it's become. I named my new machine Cat Claw too. Okay, yeah, they actually give you a place to name your machines. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to get a little bit of this ripped open here before I start snipping away at it. And oh, there we go. Okay, what I've got here. Okay, so I've got my top fabric with Template Fuse attached to it. Don't forget to take off the paper. Just out of curiosity, besides me, how many of you have forgotten to take the paper off and started stitching and when something doesn't sound right? And you're right, it didn't sound right because you're going through paper. But, once you get that paper off, which is the paper that I use for these drawings, guys, once you get that paper off, you cannot use your iron anymore on that piece until you're ready to fuse it down. Now, today I'm going kind of for a monochromatic look, or I could just say they were two fabrics that were very easily accessible. And I kind of thought they'd look cool together. We'll see. I could be wrong. You never know. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. Okay. So there we go. We've taken it out of the center. And you can actually feel the template fuse back here. But what's nice about it, unlike other products, which shall remain nameless, it's so soft. It doesn't make your fabric stiff. And once it's washed, you don't even know it's in there. But what it does is it gives you enough fusion to hold these threads down so you don't end up with raveling threads either. That is a big, big plus. I'm gonna get this thread out of the way. There we go. Okay, so now we can make some decisions. I'm gonna do a few one way and a few another way, okay? And this one, I'm going to do these kind of skinny long shapes here. We're gonna do a few of those, okay? Oh, make sure you only have one layer of fabric. Oh, good. I was a little worried on that one. And here we take this one off too. Oh, you guys are awesome. Ronnie, thank you so much. Yes, she is a sweetheart. We actually had the pleasure of meeting in person, and I'm so happy that we did. It was such a beautiful time together. Short, but yeah, Ken said Sammy's pretty cool too. Yeah, he plays guitar. He's got to be cool. Uh, please tell him hello for us. Just want to know when you guys are coming back. Okay. Make sure we get plenty of warning so we're home when you come this way. All righty. And you can see this comes pretty, it's quick. It's really kind of quick, you know? Now this has some darker areas and some lighter areas, but it's still showing through. I like it. So if you like doing small spaces, you could also do these up here, which I think would look really awesome. It would. These are my favorite snips. They're short blades. I like to get the short blades and they just bend together. So they help to decrease hand fatigue. It's got a built-in spring, right? And there is no brand name on this. I don't even know where I got it from anymore, and it's been with me for quite a while. Okay, so we could do those little guys, and I think they look really good. What I would do if I went around this whole design with these little shapes, I don't know what they are, but they're little shapes. I would also come up and do these little areas here. Let me do one just to show you, okay, how cool I think that would look. And you know what? I could be wrong. It may not look cool. But what you can do, and this always works too, grab your colored pencils or even some crayons, and you remember the one that you drew out? Color it in and do some different ideas. You can do just a few of these rotations one way by coloring in these areas you want to cut out. It makes things a lot easier. Uh-oh. We got puppies getting restless. They sure know the time, don't they? Time for the time for the outside. Okay. Actually, what they're doing is they want to hurry up and get downstairs and get their popcorn treat. Dad sits and gives them a popcorn treat every night. The three of them all lined up sitting on the floor in front of him. And if he's late, they let him know. Dogs can't get tell time. I know. Isn't that ironic? It's so weird. There we go. So these, you see, it didn't really take me too much to get that out, and I think it really would look good. Now the next thing I wanna take comes a couple of these bigger ones out too, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my seam ripper. And said I could take my time. That's awesome. We started late, so we'll end late. Did I? Did I? No, I didn't. I thought for a minute there that I accidentally cut the second my reveal fabric. That would be horrible. One of these days, I will do a video on how to fix that because I think that's a good thing to know. Okay, there we go. I gotta get my little springies out here. Now, some people think, I'm sure, oh, it's so much easier if you've got a big space to trim out. Truthfully, I don't think it's any different on a big space as it is on a small space. The one thing that might make a larger space just a little bit more difficult is you have so much room that you want to keep the amount of fabric on this side of the stitching approximately the same. I had a student, I used to cut close to the stitching. And this student I she's still my student, she cut a little further away. And when I was looking at her work, I decided from that moment on, I was going to cut a little further away. I loved the look, and I knew that by having it a little further from the stitching, there was gonna be a lot less opportunity for fraying. And the reason why I say that is because when you iron this down, this template fuse is strong enough to hold those stitches through laundering. I have tried it, and I'm telling you that after I got that, I quit using everything else, and I just bought a whole lot of one kind. I couldn't wait to give it away to somebody. It's good for applique. You know, you want your appliques to be a little stiffer. That's okay. But if you're doing a baby blanket, you want it to be nice and soft and cuddly, right? So out comes the Temply Fuse. Because y'all know I've had a couple great grandbabies recently. And yes, I made them quilts, of course. Of course. I have a friend of mine who asked me to teach her how to do clothing, and I'm thinking, I think I'm going to make some baby clothes too. Only because they're so much fun to make. I had one granddaughter, all the rest were boys, and we have a crew of them. We definitely have a basketball team. And being the only granddaughter, of course, I loved making all the frilly little dresses and everything with the bows, and I would go just whole hog because I loved it. And as she grew older and we were helping my daughter move back to the area, we were packing, and I noticed all these clothes that I had made were still not worn, and obviously, by that time, my granddaughter had outgrown them, and I kinda chastised my daughter. I said, "Why didn't you put these on her?" She said, "'Cause they're too beautiful." I didn't wanna wreck them. I said, "Oh my gosh, no, they were made to be worn, definitely, just like quilts are made to be loved." It's okay if they get threadbare, right? We can make another one. We're just happy that when somebody loves a quilt that much that it becomes threadbare. Okay, I'm to try. Okay, I cannot read what's going on in the chat, guys. I'm sorry. As soon as I cut this out, we'll take a look at it, and then you'll have to look at my mug again. I apologize for that. I hope you don't have nightmares. uh, hey, what's life worth if you can't laugh at yourself, right? Okay, almost got this. And you can see how quickly it goes. Yeah, call a friend, put them on speakerphone. You got both hands free now, and you can sit. And if you chat, you're going to be done cutting before you even know it. I I would say turn the TV on, but that distracts your attention. You need to be paying attention when you're cutting. You don't want to go through those seam lines. Okay, almost there. And here we go. There. What do you guys think? Isn't that cool? I love this. I love this. And, I was a little worried about putting the gray, black, and white underneath here, but I think it shows up very well. I think it was a good choice. I think yellow would have been better, but I didn't have any easily accessible. So this is our template number 31. As far as I'm concerned, this is one of the easiest templates that we have. We also showed you template number 32 tonight. And I am thrilled with how these turned out as well. Both the way it's supposed to look and the other way. I guess that's the best thing to call it, the other way. So that was a lot of fun tonight. Even though we got off to a rocky start, I'm going to go over here and hold you guys up a little bit so I can read your um read your comments. And oh, I need a mouse. I'm trying to do it with my finger like it's a um touch screen, but this one is not. Okay, I'm gonna back up here a little bit. Okay, yeah, this was kind of a goofy night. Alrighty. Linda Lombardo too asked if it looks like you're using cork. It's actually uncorked. It's fabric. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. Oh, Jan, I'm sorry. Lisa, hi. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I don't, you guys have heard me say it. I don't take attendance. Okay. Okay, that we asked, we finished, or we said, oh, thanks, Ronnie. Thank you. Yeah, Linda Lombardo, it is a beautiful seam ripper. I love it. It's heavy, so you really feel it in your hands. You feel it good in your hands. Okay. Wow, we got it. We made it through. We did. I guess that's the important part. We made it through. You guys just blow my mind. You stuck with me, and I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day. Time is so precious to us. And I think the older we get, the more precious it is. So I really do not lose sight of that when you're in here and giving me your time, and I appreciate it. I hope that you liked it. It was fun. Tomorrow morning we're going to do meadow dance, and I'm going to do something a little different with it. I don't know if the panels are still available or not. I don't think so. So we're gonna do something. Betty said she likes it looks with the bottom fabric showing through. Yeah, Betty, that's what we call template. Um, and it it is cool. It is cool. We have one instructor, and more, and Anne uses very saturated colors on her top fabric, but they're usually like a solid. And then for her reveal fabric, when she cuts through, they're bright and colorful and very saturated with colors again, but they're so vivid. And Anne has a class coming up, I think, this week or next week. You should watch it. She's a fantastic teacher. She's a fantastic quilter and a fantastic person. So, we're lucky. We're very, very lucky to have her doing education for all of us. I watch her, I appreciate her. So don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and share. And I appreciate you being here. And until we meet again, let's quilt.